Welcome to the DSQ podcast with Blake Lawson and Dakota Reynolds.
All right, that was Spa
That was a race.
and a sprint. It was a race and a quarter. It was 2 laps.
I think we do this every time fucking Spa rolls around on the schedule, especially when it comes with a sprint.
So honestly, I was going to go back to last season and see what we said about Spa in the sprint. But I was like, no, let's see if our opinion naturally changed or any of that.
Oh, fair enough.
But yeah, welcome to the Spa review. Thank you for joining us for the Spa review.
Have a good week.
Next week, Hungary.
I'm
Talk about me. I'm hungry right now. No, anyway. Yep. We're back at Spa. We love Spa. Maybe we shouldn't love Spa as much as we do.
It's a very nice track. It's
But-
Big Uzi Vert.
It is. Didn't get prepped on that joke. That's raw reaction, boys and girls.
That's all I can ever hope for is a little bit extra oxygen or a little bit extra carbon dioxide coming out of your nose.
Just also, probably more background noise than normal. One, again, setup shifted slightly since last time, and also it's too hot to not be running
It's
AC and fans.
Fucking hot. Why is summer still a thing?
Yes,
Please,
in
August.
the year of 2025, we still do this summer shit every fucking year. Let's get into it. I think this is a short one. Because let's be honest, not
hour
a
and a
lot
half
happened.
later.
Yeah. Getting into it, like no rookies, sprint weekend, no
chance.
special liveries. No, I mean maybe there was a helmet. I didn't see it.
I think Max's was different, but I don't know.
Yeah. Well, we were in Max's, home stand, fucking
Area.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess if you want to cover this as part of the kind of like upgrade kind of thing or pre-race news thing, weird tire allocation this year or this week.
Yeah, absolutely.
Weird-ish, not really. We skipped one. Pirelli.
Well, we always skip one. That's the wets. But
Oh well, we skipped 2. Pirelli going with the C1 as the hard. Saying see ya to the C2 and leaving it home. And then the C3 and the C4 taking your medium and soft respectively. So skipping a compound.
will that lead to interesting races? Spoiler alert, no.
Yeah, not at this track. I don't think it's necessarily Pirelli's did this and failed as a concept. I think it was the wrong race to
The wrong
do
track.
it at.
Maybe do that at like fucking Silverstone or something.
Yeah, not the wet race.
Yeah.
The wet race.
The wet race.
Yeah, so that's kind of our main thing. There was upgrades.
There were indeed upgrades. As
a Ferrari fan, you may not have noticed them. But they were there.
Yeah, no, I think I have less... well, I always summarize it anyways. But either way, we'll start with the track itself. They resurfaced the racing line on turn 1 from the 50-meter braking board to the exit of turn 1. They replaced the apex curb at turn 3, which is Radion, which is French for steep slope, I learned today.
Fitting.
Yeah.
It is a slope that is steep.
It is indeed a slope that is steep. They grinded the asphalt halfway down from the endurance pit. So if you look whenever they round turn 1 and there's that like wall off to the right that looks weird, that's the endurance pit.
Oh.
From there to turn 2, which is Eau Rouge, which more people know that that's red water in French. And that whole complex is like some French combination of name. Like the whole thing is supposed to be said together, but people sort of separate it. And yeah. Anyways, that, and then they resurfaced after turn 15, which is, I think, technically Stavelo 2, but it's just written on most things as Stavelo, and the other one's Campus. So, yeah. On the right-hand side to correct a bump. Yeah. And that's the track. As for the cars, bringing nothing this week, Haas and Sauber. quote-unquote backmarker teams.
So just like normal, bringing nothing to the table.
Just, you know what? Fuck it. Why not?
Started with slander early today.
Your team's bringing upgrades. McLaren brought a circuit-specific low downforce rear wing. Ferrari updated the rear suspension and rear corner winglets, as well as circuit-specific rear wing flap element trim for lower downforce. Because apparently this is a lower downforce track, which I get. Fucking straights that go fast. Zoom. Red Bull had a little bit of everything. Some downforce, some airflow, some reliability. A little bit of everything. Mercedes, mostly airflow changes, and one that was, and I quote, redistributes the tip vorticity and improves tire squirt. End quote.
Okay.
Thank you, Toto. Aston Martin
Is that one of the pictures you sent me?
That is not one of the
Okay.
ones that you
I
sent
noticed
me.
you sent me some
I
tech
do have a
descriptions,
couple of ones, so that's for something here in
Which,
just a second.
if you're listening, now's the time to swap over to our YouTube feed. But still listen in Spotify. Play both simultaneously.
Yeah, do it at the same time. Aston Martin brings circuit-specific changes in front wing and nose adjustments. Alpine brings circuit-specific lower downforce wings. V-Car brings circuit-specific rear wing profile and an updated rear geometry. I thought I had more to that, but I didn't. And Williams brings a floor reprofile at the edge and fences, side pod inlet adjust, and reprofiled engine cover. And can I just say, and I touched on this the last Grand Prix one that we did, Williams, as ever, producing just the longest descriptions of what they're doing to their vehicles. I have provided you 2 different examples, one of which is, let me double check, I think it's Mercedes. Good professionals podcaster would already have this pulled up. Yes, it is Mercedes, AMG Petronas F1 team, and their car presentation, and how, they describe, what's different, and then the brief description. And then you have Williams, and it is just a book. Like, this is the difference between, like, kids' book in the library and AO3 story.
I was going to say novel, but now yeah.
So, once again,
I
thank
believe
you, James Vowles.
The brief description does say minimum 20, max 100.
Yeah, well, I think they use all 100 of their words.
I paid for all 100 words. I'm going to use all 100 words.
I was like, in the geometric differences, there is no limit on words that they can use. I think he would genuinely put as many words in there as he possibly could just to fuck with the FIA. And you know what? I'm here for it.
All for it.
Yeah. So that is the upgrades to the cars. Lots of power unit stuff as well. We're sort of back and forth in this because some of the stuff is during the sprint and some of it is not. I think I moved everything Parc Fermé, like Parc Fermé violations, into the actual Parc Fermé section. But to cap off the main bits of the power units, both McLarens, Oscar and Lando, and Lance opted for new internal combustion engines, turbochargers, and motor generator unit combos, so your MGU-H and your MGU-Ks. With Oscar also opting to take a new energy store, as well as take a new control electronics unit, alongside Gabriel Bortoletto, who also did that. Carlos joins the McLarens in taking the new ICE turbo and MGU combo, and everything else will be Parc Fermé, which I only have one thing for the sprint for that, so that will be something that I'll have to pull first.
That's funny because the sprint only has one thing for us. I mean, this is like, they said it a million times on broadcast. This is Max's engine penalty race. So I'm sure everybody's, we're past that halfway point. So, getting your engines if you need them and figuring out where you're going to sit for the rest of the season and get all that taken care of. Of course, it is your sprint weekend, so you only get one free practice. And, folks, it was at 5 a.m. on Friday.
Local time.
Fuck it. I'm not for. I don't care if it's the only FP1 session. Or it's the only practice session. You're not for it.
Hey, rundown real quick. Oscar got P1, Max got P2, Lando got P3. Done.
And just two other things. Hajar fell asleep. And Carlos and Lance did have issues to start the session. That's it. That's all.
That's the practice.
And that's it. That's all the practice everybody gets. I will say, I did note it. God, Red Bull's got that slow downforce configuration wing. God, that thing is non-existent.
I mean, yeah.
Also, no GP this weekend for personal reasons. Hope everything is okay.
Yeah, hopefully so. I didn't know about that.
Sorry, a piece of paper fell, so I was trying to reach it. And also no gamble crypto weekend. Even though Gate was still on there, which I'm pretty sure they were crypto, but yeah, nope, we got Kick and everybody taping off their gambling sponsors and all that. By the way, they did release the sprint schedule for next season, as we're talking about a sprint here. We'll go over that after we talk about Spa. We will talk about it. So stay tuned if you'd rather have that. You don't have to fast forward that forward because sprint, quali, and sprint and race, there wasn't a whole lot happening.
Yeah, no, it just goes. So
yep.
Strap in. Here we go.
Yep, because let's just run down your sprint qualifying because we did have some shockers. Unfortunately, Kimi Antonelli, P20, Colapinto down there, he's going to start from the pit. We'll get to that. But he disqualified P19. Lewis, P18 after a lap deletion. And also just like losing, just spinning in a spot he has never done in his career. Very dejected in the post. Lewis not strong, at least in sprint, and we'll get to that later. Hulkenberg coming off his podium, P17 for your sprint. Alex Albon, P16. I feel like it's kind of all over the place in this one. Your sprint 2 your SQ2 eliminatees. Lance Stroll 15, Alonso P14, or kind of early exits for Aston Martin. George Russell P13, poor showing there. Both Mercedes out, not making SQ1. My boy Yuki Tsunoda in P12, and ahead of him Liam Lawson in P11, beating out Oscar Piastri, who almost got eliminated by 400ths of a second. A little close, and granted, of course, it did not rain until the Grand Prix, so this is all dry running. In your top 10 for the sprint, Gabriele Bortoleto, that's P10. Isaac Hatchar, P9. Pierre Gasly, P8. Ollie Behrman, P7. Carlos Sainz, that's P6. Esteban, P5. Just a lot of names you don't expect that high. What? Did I get the order wrong?
No, you didn't. I didn't write down Gabrielle. I put Pierre twice in both P8 and P10.
Your top 4 being Charles, Chuck Leclerc, Little Lando Norris, Max Verstappen, and setting a new single lap record, which I actually didn't write down the time, but it was a new single lap record. Oscar Piastri. Also, some more tight times there, so got that going. Let's talk about your sprint. Let's just get into it, shall we?
I didn't watch it.
I did wake up for it. Boy, was that a mistake. Let's talk about the formation lap. It happened. Let's talk about lap 1. Max passed Oscar, and Charles passed Lando, kind of in that. Past, El Rouge Radeon. So, I think it was 5-6 maybe, possibly. Maybe it was 3-4. I don't know. It was like 5 o'clock in the morning again. Didn't really care. That's it. There's your race. That's it. Because Lando takes that spot back. Of note, of course, I kind of skipped it for Park Ferme on that, so sorry about that.
Oh, yeah, no, all good. We did have Franco having to take a new rear wing with a different spec, so he started from the pit lane on that.
Yep.
So, yeah.
Pierre Gasly, with a reported oil leak and then water leak later, was clarified, does not start the race, but does come in. I have it at lap 5, but he was only 2 laps down. But he basically, I don't know.
I'm sorry, they started him in lap 5?
That's when it was like on the board as lap 5, and they're like, oh hey, and when commentators like, oh hey, Gasly joined the race, But he was always just 2 laps down, so I don't know if no one noticed or what. That's just one I haven't noted. So, I don't know.
I'm dumbfounded by that decision, but okay. I would think just, eat the loss and just fuck it.
Because guess what? As we go to your classification, Gasly, P20, 2 laps down, losing 12 spots. Yeah, I just would have kept him in. I mean, I guess, it's a 15-lap sprint. I know you only got the one session, but is that 15 laps now, not even that, 13 laps, 12 laps you're getting?
Worth it?
Worth it? I don't think so. I mean, you already had your other driver start from the pit. And let's get to it. Hey, that overtook. There was a couple more overtakes, but it was at the backfield. It was really just 2 up front. Yeah, your classification. P20, Pierre Gasly, losing 12 spots, 2 laps down. Colapinto, P19. He does gain a place because he technically started in the pit. Yeah, I don't. Alpine. Like, what? I don't get it.
What a wonderful team principal they must have.
He's not team principal. Officially, he's not.
Temporary replacement, not in charge, but making decisions. Yeah.
Stupid. So, your full classification, to just go forward, I guess. 18, Hulkenberg. 17, Antonelli. Alex Albon. 16, gaining nothing, losing nothing. Lewis, recovery drive, quote. It's a 15-lap race with +3. Alonso, he's where he was at. Stroll +2, Russell +1, Tsunoda +1. Again, you had a driver drop out of their top 8. This is what all these places are. Lawson, Bortoleto, Hadjar, all 1. Staying where they were, because this was, where Gasly was. Behrman, Sainz, Ocon, and Leclerc, and Lando Norris. Nothing. And of course, your one, big swap there is Verstappen on Piastri in turn 1. Yeah. Maybe Spa shouldn't be the sprint race, which, foreshadowing, it's next year. It's not. It's not. So,
and it should be.
I guess we don't have to plead with FIA on that, but yeah, not two moves in lap 1, only one of which actually was consequential in the race. What are we doing?
Why are we here? Just to suffer?
Yeah. Yeah. Again, I think we're speed running. We're sprint. This is our sprint podcast.
Yeah.
Because it's only gonna be like a third. Well, maybe, I don't know. We can yap. Damn it. We can yap. Yeah. You got anything else on the sprint? Like,
Nope.
there's. It's just like there's nothing. Sure, it was. I mean, that one move was cool, and that was it. And you can only milk that one fucking overtake for so much. Anyway, at your more reasonable time, you get to your quali. Of course, you learned what you did for your thing. You make some adjustments. Everybody did make adjustments. Some for the better, some for the worse. Your Q1 exits. Oh, sorry. I do want a correction. He did not. Lewis did not get the track limits on this qualifying. He just spun out and didn't get a good time. In regular qualifying, he got P16 because his lap time got deleted for track limits. And they decided that after the session.
But of course.
Because I had to scratch out Gabriele Bortoleto. Who didn't get the setup right? That's your boys over at Aston Martin. Not you specifically, but the collective.
Yeah,
here.
no. Yeah.
I don't know. You could like Aston. They're fun. Lance Stroll, P20. Alonso, P19. Kimi Antonelli, P18. In tears. Heartbreaking interview. Also reserving the right to say, this is what I was saying. Don't kill the young kid's spirit.
Come on, Merc.
Yeah. Franco Colapinto and then Gabriella. Nope. Strike that. It's Lewis Hamilton.
God damn it, Lewis.
Your Q2 exits. Carlos Sainz, so Williams switching in the misery of the poor qualifying for the sessions. Nico Hulkenberg. Pierre Gasly. Again, kind of swapping kind of back to, I didn't say normal order because there's still some interesting ones in here. And then your Haas synchronous swimming team of Aldi Behrman and Esteban Ocon in 12 and 11, respectively. Again, some close, like 2 tenths, 4 tenths, or not tenths, excuse me, hundredths margins on some of these eliminations here. Your top 10. Gabrielle Bortoleto taking that, barely making it through. Oh, fuck yes. Fernando's time getting deleted, or Hamilton's time getting deleted. Quoting him there. I'm thinking that's what he said. I don't know. It was censored. I'm assuming it was fuck. Proving it to get to Q2 or Q3. All 4 Red Bull drivers made it in the Q3. With Lawson in P9, Isaac Hajar in P8, Yuki in P7, does nothing P6 for George Russell, Alexander Albon P5. Williams dominance.
You gotta
before
love
fans.
it. You gotta love it. Everyone's a Williams fan.
P4, Max Verstappen, Chuck Leclerc in P3, and then your McLaren boys up top with Oscar in P2 and Lando in P1. Does nothing. Bottles P1. And then we had 4, 1, 2, 3. That's 4 drivers starting from the pit. 4.
Various reasons, mostly taking new power unit stuff or changing specs. I think that's pretty much all of what happened. Lewis took a new power unit, just entire power unit. All of them were over allotment, so he starts from the pit lane, and I believe... no, he does not start from the very back. But anyways, pretty much everything he took was over allotment, so he starts from the pits. Kimi Antonelli and Fernando Alonso also took the new McLaren combos, so your ICE Turbo and your MGU-Hs. Or MGUs, rather. All of those were all over allotment, so they start from the pit lane. And Carlos made changes to mechanical and aero setup. He did not take any new PU components beyond that, so he didn't get any extra grid penalty, so he starts from the front of the pit lane pack. Yeah. And that's all of your Parc Fermé troubles. There's a couple more actual Parc Fermé changes, but one of which I can fill on now, and one of which we'll come back to. Alex Albon changing his Attack on Titan infill access hatch, just labeled as AOT infill access hatch. So it's like, well, okay. That's what it is. The other one we'll come back to.
All right. Yeah, I was confused. Honestly, I just went straight when I was doing the plus minus on my final for this race. I just took a screenshot of multi-viewer and trusted that theirs was correct because I didn't know where anybody started in the pit. So,
I
not that there was that many overtakes, guys.
I took it off of Mastodon's upload of the decision documents for the final race start classification, whatever it is. Whatever is like, hey, this is how they are starting the race, after all things considered.
All right, and now it is Sunday, and knock knock, who's there? It's Spa. It's raining. F3, the F3 feature race gets red flagged after 3 drivers crash out of the formation lap. Good job, F3.
As you do.
F1 does kind of start on time. I mean, the normal kind of. Apparently, they did the Hans Zimmer intro, which I didn't wake up in time for. I kind of got in here right at like 2 minutes before formation lap. Yeah. I did see a fan-made version, assuming it's the same thing. Probably not great. I have not seen a whole lot of good stuff about it, so don't do that again, F1.
But hey, keep the Mexico GP one. That one's fun.
I legit, straight up, it came across my feed at like Friday night or Saturday. Yeah, Friday night. I just listened to it because it's so good. I was like, oh, it's so good. You should use that.
Just all the time.
That's all the time.
Just replace it.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Checo will be back next year.
Tyler,
probably.
I think his name was?
Brian Tyler? Brian Taylor?
Something like that.
Something like that. Don't get me wrong. I love the F1 theme. It's so fucking fire.
No, fucking fire. If they change it when they do the regulation change, I will be so upset.
Yeah, hopefully not. They paid him a lot of money for that, I'm sure. Unless they are paying him royalties and don't want to pay him royalties anymore and have some AI stupid shit do it, because it sounds exactly what fucking Liberty would do.
Yeah.
So we start the formation lap. We get about halfway through, and then they're like, nope, aborting that start. Nah. And we wait about 80 minutes.
Yeah.
And then we do 1, 2, 3, 4 laps under a safety car with a full wet time. Just kidding with you. We don't use those here.
Yeah, no, those are absolutely useless. If you've ever felt useless in your life, just remember F1 has a full wet tire.
Yep.
They did, however, amend a procedure during this safety car, I guess not really safety car start, but sort of safety car start.
Yep.
So decision document 63, which I provided to you, so you should pop up on screen now. It states the stewards have determined that for the safe and orderly conduct of the event in relation to the application of Articles 55.7 and 58.6 of the FIA Formula One sporting regulations requiring cars to be no more than 10 car lengths apart, no penalty will be applied provided that the distance to the car in front does not exceed 20 car lengths. In simple terms, instead of having to remain 10 car lengths or closer, 20 car lengths or closer for this event because of this rain situation and how the track is.
Good call.
Very good call. And honestly, I think that should be the norm for rain going forward.
Yeah.
Might actually get some use out of your fucking full wet tires for that.
Yep.
That way.
Anyway. God. Yeah. Like we saw them. The tires were there.
Yeah, we specifically saw them because they zoomed in on Oscar, and the tires were on the side.
As much as waiting 80 minutes for a race kind of sucks, or whatever long it actually was, it felt like forever. The camera guys at FOM really do kind of have some fun. We got like reflections of we got Yuki being shot through the visor of his helmet. We get a reflection going to Fernando of the like Aston Martin shiny green wall, through the row of tires to Oscar, which was virtually identical to the audio podcast. The Oscar meme.
It's the Oscar meme.
Yeah, but like which I think was also Spa because it was like 2 years ago Spa.
It was definitely, I think,
or it was that.
I think it was during a delay, and it was with the fucking
jetpack guy.
Yeah, jetpack guy.
Yeah. But yeah, it's just great camera work. Yeah. No, what else to do? Yapping, making fun of Alex Brundle on broadcast. It's just good time. All right, let's get to our race. Safety car in about halfway through lap 4. Of course, the start of lap 5. It's racing. And let's talk about the highlight of the race, because it's it.
It's it.
Oscar Piastri makes a pretty damn good move.
Almost goes through fucking Norris's rear.
Yep.
Just almost, but he fucking clears him, overtakes, doesn't look back.
Yep. And yeah.
Speaking of, let's wind back to our Parc Fermé changes. Made note. Oscar Piastri changed his headrest. What was the comment that you made?
That the headrest wins races, or I don't know.
Your specific comment was, "Oh, well, that's a win for Oscar then."
Oh, yeah.
Spoiler alert: Oscar wins.
Surprisingly, I know. Who would have thought? Yep. Again, there was some stuff at the back, but honestly, this race was all DRS trains and strategies. Yep, there's that move. Again, that happened pretty much instantly once racing started. Again, probably out of the Eau Rouge Radion down that straight.
Yeah, down the Kemmel Straight. It happened just before they got to the chicane.
Yeah. Again, we have radar up. Everybody's got radar up. We know that the rain's... We're not looking at any more rain. Dry lines goes up. Lap 11 is when Lewis is the first to test the waters, which I would trust the 7-time world champion call on that one. Hopefully not to come from Ferrari. If Ferrari said that, I would be like, no, we're not. But his close now rival, Nico Hulkenberg, Pierre Gasly and Alonso all pit on that 11th lap for slicks, and then, of course, the subsequent 2 laps also all pit. I'm going to put a hindsight note here. Yuki was supposed to go in a lap earlier, but they did not call him in time to get the lap he was supposed to. So that's on you, team. Thanks.
On the lap, 13, right?
Yeah, I think he was supposed to come in on 12, and he didn't end up coming until 13.
Got it. Keep that in mind that they did that.
Gotcha. I feel like we're something with our DHL fastest pit stop section. My other notes, again, we're just bossing through this. Hadjar, something had to have been wrong with that car.
Yeah.
He just dropped. He is the biggest dropper of the race. Spoiler when we get to the rundown. He's just getting passed. I have this on 19. He pits later to get off mediums on the hards. Just doesn't recover.
My notes on lap 26 at this point is he is at 82 seconds behind P1 at this point.
Yep. And then literally the only other note I have. I do have lap 20. Nico and Gabby, a little bit of team orders. Gabby going ahead and Nico there, a little swapperoo. And then lap 28, Carlos Sainz gets a black and white for track limits. But yep, that's all I got for race notes.
That's really it. And Oscar comes home and wins it. Yippee!
Yep. I was hoping Yuki would get the move done. Couldn't get it done. Sucked. We're hoping Alex could get his move done. Max could get a move done. There was a little bit of maybe this, a hard tire, and maybe the medium tire will degrade, and we'll have a little bit at the end of the race for the McLaren.
No.
Nope. Nothing. Yeah, that's your race.
That is your race.
Good.
We'll hit that rundown.
That beautiful rundown.
We can hit both. Do we want to hit both? I was like, you sort of covered the sprint pretty well.
Yep.
It's +1s, -1s for a few people. Lewis got +3. I'm not going further than that. Pierre lost 12 positions because he DNF'd and didn't really even start.
Yeah,
but
true.
he DNS'd and DNF'd.
Yeah, he DNS'd and also DNF'd because he came in before the checker too to retire the car.
Very fucking odd.
Alpine, what the fuck are you doing over there?
So we'll just stick to the regular race.
Yeah, it's
holy shit! I did not fill this out.
Oh, shall I do?
Do you have it filled out?
I do have it filled out.
Let's fucking go.
All
It's
right.
Coda with the rundown.
All right. Your unfortunate 20th place here is Isaac Hadjar losing 12 places, much like his fellow Frenchman in the sprint. Your only driver to finish one lap down. P19, part of the French outfit, Franco Colapinto, he loses 4 spots, but everybody is on the main lap here. P18 losing 1 place. Your smooth operator, Carlos Sainz, again, 1 spot there. 17, Fernando Alonso, still gaining 3 spots, technically on his pit. Again, all these are kind of weird because it's a pit start, whatever. That's kind of why Sainz technically, because he started in P17 / first of the pits. P16 gaining 3 spots also from his pit start. That's Andrea Kimi Antonelli. It's Kimi. Still looked in better spirits, but man, I do feel for him this weekend. P15 losing 4 spots. That is the other Frenchman of Esteban Ocon. P14 getting 2 spots. Lance Stroll. Because technically, again, he qualified P20, but the 4, it's a whole mess. P13, crying, angry, sad Yuki noises, losing 6 spots. Again, I don't know what happened with Yuki there, because he just kept getting passed. But yeah, Yuki, P13, -6. Nico Hulkenberg, instead of P3, P12, gaining 2 spots. And then Ollie Behrman rounding out your not point score, gaining 1 spot in P11. Now your points. With 1, gaining 3 spots, Pierre Gasly, getting a little better result there. Gabby B getting a spot in P9. Liam Lawson, unfortunately, gains a spot and gets up to P8. Lewis Hamilton, P7, gaining, I have it as 11. It might
11,
technically be 12, but
I think it's 11, isn't it?
yeah.
Started P18, finished P7. Yeah, that should be 11 spots.
Again, the multiple pit starts has really thrown me for a loop. But yeah, 11 places for Lewis. Good recovery drive there. Alex Albon, unfortunately, losing 1 spot to get P6. Still a good result for Alex and Williams. And
double P6 finish for Williams.
yeah. George Russell does nothing, gains 1 spot for P5. Max Verstappen, Charles Leclerc, although fighting a little bit, both in their respective starting positions, losing nothing. P3 for Chuck Leclerc, P4 for Max Verstappen. Your forced Lando hate, bottling, however you want to call it, Lando Norris does lose a spot to finish P2, and of course your winner, as stated before, Oscar Piastri, gaining 1 spot on the first lap of the race and nothing else happening.
With a time of 1 hour, 25 minutes, and 22.601 seconds. Your fastest lap time. I feel like I did that phenomenally, but
Nope,
not
fantastic.
to toot my own fucking horn. Anyways, fastest lap time, Kimi Antonelli with a 1:44.861 on lap 32.
Not any record, unfortunately, but close.
Very close.
Very close.
Like
a
super
tenth.
close, yeah.
Little under a 10th, actually, technically. Yes.
So phenomenal work.
Good job.
Still
Still something to be proud of, even though it wasn't your strongest weekend. I don't think it was always your fault.
I think next is stats, including driver of the day. Your driver of the day, I voted for Lewis Hamilton.
I voted for Lewis Hamilton.
Your driver of the day is Lewis Hamilton, everybody, with a 38.8% of the vote. Second to that was Oscar Piastri with 10.6%, followed by Charles Leclerc with 9.6%, Lando with 6.7%, and Alex Albon with 6.3%. All others getting 28.0%, so Lewis outscoring the rest of the grid.
Lewis, driver of the day, will dominate fans. Domination will bore
dominate fans. Okay.
Will dominate. He cast domination. You did not pass your constitution or your will roll. Sorry.
He knows the role, though. That's the thing.
It's not the correct stat, but it's worked. So,
All right.
What is it? It's got to be. Never mind. It's not worth it. It's not the D&D podcast.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Your pit stop. So I told you to remember earlier that they kept Yuki out for an extra lap because they didn't call him in at the correct time.
Mm-hmm.
Instead, Verstappen got to go in first. Verstappen is your slowest pit stop on lap 12 with a 4.69 seconds, and Yuki is your fastest pit stop
nice.
with 2.17 seconds on lap 13. Although it didn't really help him, but
It helps.
you know.
So Red Bull, the entire grid's a Red Bull sandwich.
Red Bull sandwich, yeah.
In sense of pit stop. I'm going to pull up my predictions to see how that did.
Oh yeah, I didn't even think to.
Because I
pull
know
that
I
up.
got that one wrong now. Anyway, to derail.
Yeah, no, I definitely got that one wrong as well. I forgot that I can just pull it up in the app, in your Formula One app. You have the
The brand new redesigned app, which is actually a lot better.
It looks pretty nice. It's still a little weird for me to navigate from time to time, but is what it is. I see what you were doing, F1.
I was like, I did my predictions on desktop, and then when Blake posted in the group chat, and I was like, oh, you can do it in the app. I went to check my thing, and I was not signed in. So I did not do it in the app. I got 107 points this week. A lot better than Silverstone. 4 times better than Silverstone.
I got 80 points this week. A lot of that coming from the very last one, which was, hey, what's the most places gained by a driver? And I went ballsy and said, oh, it's going to be greater than 10, and I'm going to put my 2 times chip on that. And sure enough, Lewis Hamilton came through.
I also did over 10. Did not chip it, but that's still a solid 30 points right there.
No,
We'll take that.
absolutely. And in fact, the safety car does count at the start of the
It
race.
very much should have. So
Those
on
are the
that one.
2 that I got exactly right, and then the podium, I
Oh,
got
shit.
Oscar winning.
Never
What's up?
mind. I did get the pit stop right.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Way to go. Thank you, Yuki. I love you. And it got me, ladies and gentlemen, 22 points. Let's fucking go.
Let's go.
Also got both kick stoppers get into Q2. I got that one
sure
correct.
as fuck did not.
And who would qualify higher? I went Max Verstappen over George Russell. That's another 10 points in my bank. Hell yeah. Let's see our house league.
Oh, you are still P2.
Still, yeah. Well, how do I do just in this race? Yep. I got it this week though. 53%. You got 23%, Alex. Finn. Then Tori with 33% correct, 55 points. So I got it this week, but
33%, 55 points. Verstappen, and signs to Red Bull.
Let's go.
Let's go.
That should have happened. I don't know why it didn't.
Should have happened.
I mean,
We're
my boy's in there, but
fucking spitballing before we even get done with all this
here's
shit.
that rap. Here's that yapping to keep the episode long.
Right.
Retention.
Oh, we do stars first. Awesome. So I can leave battles to the thing after that because it's really just a fucking wash on both of these.
Yeah, my stars were. You should probably guess who my stars are.
Do we just want to run through our stars individually because I really don't have a lot wrote down for them, and it's just going to be a fucking speed run.
Sure. You want to go first?
Sure, I'll go first. My third star is Williams, specifically the drivers, but, the team. They helped to get it there. Both of them got to finish in P6 this weekend, one in the sprint, one in the regular race. Really weird that happened. Like, both drivers each got a P6, and then the other one finished in either P16 or P18. Very odd.
Yeah.
Second star, Lewis gained fucking 11 places in the race. Fucking phenomenal drive there, man. Wouldn't expect anything less from the 7-time world champ, but hey, there you go. First star, the fans who attended in person for having to sit through 2 different races full of disappointment in the pissing rain.
Yep. And even the delay and everything. Producer Luna is here.
And gone.
All right, my number 3 star is a star between Max Verstappen and Oscar Piastri, the only people that gave us any kind of interesting overtakes. Thank you for giving us something to make content on. My second star is Andrea Kimi Antonelli. Now, finishing, P17 and P16, really a star. Listen, he gained 3 spots in both the race and the sprint. It's a rough weekend for him. I still think he's performing. Almost sets a new track record. I think he did okay. Also, what else was there to choose from? And then my number 1 star is Lewis Hamilton. And again, we do this based on the entire weekend. 3 places in the sprint, charging through in the main race. He called it a weekend to forget, and it's still not great, but he should still, if he ever doesn't truly forget it, he can be proud of. He did do some work there. Honorable mention to, I guess, Ferrari overall, because Charles did some good in that race.
Yeah, fuck yeah, Charles. Fucking P4 and P3.
Yeah.
So, solid.
But I feel like Lewis has enough for the solo credit.
No, absolutely.
Yeah. We almost did get a new Charles Leclerc meme, because he was just, he always looked like he's going through it.
It's because he is. He's a driver for Ferrari.
Do I have any notes in this book? I think I am done. Yeah, I'll try to remember that one. And then I have my little sprint cheat sheet. Yeah. Battle.
Battles. Battle is it. It's just the P14 through P16 segment. Last week, Liam Lawson was sitting in P16, and then Fernando was in P14, Carlos was in P15. With the point score this week, Liam, all 3 of them are now tied at 16. But Liam, I guess on countback or some reason or another, is now your leader of that group. Gained 2 spots to be P14. Fernando Alonso's P15, and Carlos Sainz is P16 with 16 points. They are each 4 points behind Lance Stroll.
Damn.
That sucks as a Williams fan. Anyways, that's it. That's battles.
If we had a sponsor for therapy, it wouldn't be the one that sponsors.
Yeah, no.
So we've heard not good things. Yeah, I was like, notes for the weekend. So apparently, which I didn't look, apparently Nico Rosberg went on a fucking tear on interviews, and I didn't have time to go back and watch it. But apparently he was like went up to Joss and just straight up like, hey, controversy question, and it was just on a tear. So Nico Rosberg,
We love
killing
Nico
it.
for that.
Dude, he's just, God, I love that picture so much. Just, the picture. I'll put it up on screen.
Yeah.
I remember to grab that.
Is Joss's career over?
That being said, another thing with TV direction. I thought TV direction was kind of okay. There was some stuff, watching Alex getting P5 and not watching it, some battles and stuff, whatever. The disrespect for the F1 TV crew in the paddock is insane. They just got ran over. Like, Jolien was in the middle of talking to camera and goes, "Oh, sorry" to somebody. Fucking Laura almost gets pushed over. Like, you guys are the official like F1 like crew. Like, set up some barriers. You have the right to get a little like 10 by 10 little foot area for your guys. Like, holy shit. Like, you guys can take that. Take your spot.
All the time you have to leave the space.
Yeah, leave the space for your presenters. Give some space to your presenters. Also, I can't remember his name, unfortunately. I knew I should have written it down. The like fan reporter who was with the Verstappen grandstand. Fucking love that dude.
Oh my god, Tom Deacon.
Tom Deacon.
I think it's Tom. It's either
for
Tom
sure
or
Deacon.
Tim, but it's Deacon
Yeah.
for sure. Fucking phenomenal guy. Love him.
What? I was like, man, give me a show with him and Davide.
Yes. Oh my god, yes.
Incredible. God.
That is the new F1 TV commentary team next year.
Please.
Fucking please.
But they do it from the grandstand.
Yes.
Partying it up. Yeah.
I realized after I did the Is Joss's career over, I realized A, yes it is, and B, the thing behind that picture is fucking flames.
God. Nice.
Oh, Joss.
All
Fucking
right.
asshole. Anyways,
Do we want to talk about the sprint schedule that got released?
fucking send it.
All right, so the next year's sprint schedule got released. Let's go over it real fast. So we have China, and I do have little notes here. So China, circuit race, it'll be returning to the sprint. So will the street race of Miami, street-ish race. It's basically a street race.
Yeah.
They return. Canada,
New, interesting.
new. That's a circuit-specific one. Yeah, so Canada is in. We'll see about that. So again, I have couple little notes on this stuff. Only noted Singapore being as a new one. I did check. Canada has not had a sprint race officially since the 2021 format, and that's what we're going with because it's the modern sprint format. Welcome back, Silverstone. First sprint race was at Silverstone in 21, so it has not held one since. Not sure people are gonna be happy about that. Maybe, I mean, Silverstone's usually good, but I don't know. Sprints are so like they're either amazing or they're shit.
Yeah.
So I don't know. But yeah, first sprint since the first sprint. So quick little trivia: who won the first sprint at Silverstone in 2021?
2021. It's going to be one of two people.
It is
I'm
one
going
of two
to
people.
guess that it is Lewis Hamilton.
It's the other one.
It's Max Verstappen then.
And
Okay.
who won the sprint this weekend?
Max Verstappen.
The entire sprint calendar so far is a giant Verstappen Oreo. After that, Netherlands for its final year. It's coming back. That's another circuit one. And then welcome to another street, Singapore. Not Yas Marina. Marina Bay.
Marina Bay.
It's the brand new sprint. I think we're fine. Man, don't hire cats as producers. They just wreck shit.
Yeah.
So some notes of this. Brazil, of course, is leaving. I thought Brazil was our best sprint race. First time it will not be hosting the sprint format. It has held it every year from 21 to 25. Of course, Qatar and Austin. So Coda losing it and Qatar losing it. Yeah. We'll see. Obviously, again, another full 6 sprints. China, Miami, and Canada all pretty close together. Silverstone, Netherlands, pretty close, and then Singapore more in the year feels again lopsided.
Yeah.
I think we're gonna miss Brazil. I really do.
Yeah. I definitely think so as well.
Glaring mistake here. Again, I don't know about Silverstone. Maybe I should go. I was like, Silverstone 2021, really wasn't watching F1, so I don't know how that went. Maybe I'll go back on the archives and watch that, see if it was any good.
I kind of feel like it was disappointing because I feel like everyone was kind of like, this is not really going to work as a format. And then they started holding it, and like they held the Brazil one, and everyone was like, holy fuck, this is amazing.
Again, Singapore, I don't know. I feel like Singapore is hit or miss on a race-wise. Zandvoort. It's made.
I mean, it's already a sprint track.
Yeah, so... Yeah, that's your sprints for next year. We'll see. I mean, China was good. I mean, I think we just were excited for Lewis. We all know our thoughts on Miami, on its existence in general. Canada might be fun.
It'll be interesting.
I feel like Canada is kind of the Brazil replacement.
Maybe. We'll see.
We'll see. But I don't know. Yeah, I don't know about Singapore. Singapore. Yeah. Sprint calendar.
Heck yeah. I don't really have any memes other than just sort of one, but it was also sort of a fun fact as well that actually the book, our fancy little planner here, again, not sponsored, but it's a great thing. However, it did have a typo in it.
Oh?
So one of the facts that it puts in here is that the 1988 Grand Prix had a big accident on the opening lap involving 13 cars. After the restart, Michael Schumacher and David Coulthard, our favorite Minecraft racer, retired when they made contact when Schumacher tried to lap Coulthard. That indeed was not 1988, that was 1998, and that is where the GIF comes from. The GIF of Schumacher charging down the pit lane to just absolutely murder David Coulthard.
Yep. I did have a couple. One was the one I put it because you basically called it is this race is shit thing, or this race happened. So us Okies, the tornado, here it comes. This race is shit. And then we watched Troll F1 on YouTube. So we had a meta meme in Formula Dink that was Troll F1 waiting for Formula Dink to post content for him, or for them,
because it is literally just like
it's repost from Instagram
down the first section, like the first half of it is just down the line of r/Formula Dink.
I realized I once again did draw on our little whiteboard for Hungary next week. I did realize that, and according to this, I did draw it the wrong orientation. So rip.
You know what? That's
the only comment we're gonna make on it. No. Listen, I'm not a track designer or drawer. I'm not a good drawer, and it looks like the Hungaroring, but there's a little more bulbousness where there shouldn't be.
That turn 4 to turn 7 complexes.
Listen,
it's looking.
It's something. All right. I think
Yum.
that's, huh?
Huh?
No, I was like, I didn't hear it, and then I did hear it, and then I'm moving forward. I think that's all we have. Do you have anything else?
I really
kind
don't.
of a I don't want to say it was a stinker of a weekend, but it kind of was.
It was a low energy GP weekend, and so I had I feel
a
like
no
I had
GP.
to be high energy to offset
Yep.
the low energy. This F1, I'm not gonna lie, this race sucked.
And I guess for one quick little thing of reflection, I feel like we're getting that. We're like, oh, we get some exciting overtakes, but overall we're not excited. I think this is what we're going to ride for the rest of this season, unfortunately, until the new regs for next season.
I think we are at this point just waiting on the new regs.
Yep. And because, literally the teams are not going to develop anything for this year. The points, we're getting McLaren's got this.
At this point, it's just going to be whose cars hold out the longest and then start taking penalties.
Yep. I think we're just going to coast out these last we're only one race over halfway, so we still got virtually half a season to go still. And we got a race and a break again. Even though we
Oh
just got
my
off a
God,
break.
summer break.
Yeah, so we still got a bit to go through there, F1 fam. So anyway.
Hey, you know what? Our favorite tracks are both in the back half of this season, so we got that to look forward to.
Yup. I was like, what? I know you like Spa. I'm like, no, it's Baku's your favorite. That's
Baku's my favorite. Fucking speed.
Yeah. And Coda. I just feel like Coda's like one of the first race I watched 100% live, so I think that's just got the place, and it's local-esque.
It's local-esque. It's obviously you said the first one that you watched. It is an interesting design. There's a lot of variation in it, lots of borrowing from other tracks. I think it's a solid track.
Yeah. And I do have family and personal connections in Austin as well, so it's also a little bit of I've never been to a Grand Prix or to specifically Coda at all, but I've been to Austin quite a few times. I like it. It's a cool city. If I had to move to Texas, it'd be the city I would move to, but make sure I wouldn't have to fucking drive anywhere.
Don't want to deal with the construction?
The construction, the traffic, I think pretty sure even if they finished all the traffic, the airport construction, all of it, yeah. All right. Like I said, we ramble. Thanks for listening to it. We'll be back next week for the Hungaro ring. Yeah. I actually have work stuff on that Saturday, so I will be missing both of those. So I'm not waking up to go deal with the work thing I have to do. It's not like, luckily it's in air conditioning, so I'm not dealing with like the heat and shit.
Fuck yeah, okay.
But it is a very like detail oriented thing I do need to be focused on.
That is fair.
So might be a little loopy next week. Heads up there, gang fam. I'm loopy now apparently.
We're always loopy. That's our secret, Cap.
Yep, the government cannot stop me. I will continue simply being silly. Yeah, and that I will continue to end the episode awkwardly like this.
Follow the pod everywhere at DSQ Pod.